Next up, according to the Carolina Refugee Resettlement Agency, about 700 refugees are resettled in Charlotte each year. In the last 5 years, approximately 3,000 refugees started calling Charlotte home. Many of these children attend high-poverty Title I schools. Carolina Impact's Tanisha Johnson introduces us to a program connecting after-school resources with students who need a little extra tutoring to stay on track.
Immigrants and refugees come to Charlotte looking to turn over a new leaf as they search for better opportunities and a safer place to raise their families. Refugees come from a wide range of places like Argentina, Ethiopia, and Vietnam. But once they end up here in the Queen City, one key to their success is learning English. But that can be a challenge.
I was very scared because on the first day of school I was okay, but on the second day of school I cried.
That's why after-school programs like Our Bridge for Kids
Come on, you still need to line up.
Tries to help them succeed.
What we do here with the children is we help them learn English faster and also feel confident and, help their self-esteem increase by being proud of who they are, where they come from.
From reading to math, volunteers tutor dozens of students from some of Charlotte-Mecklenburg's high-poverty schools.
How many juice boxes are you 8 times 6.
16-year-old Rashika Shumlagai volunteers with a group of students who recently moved to the U.S. She knows firsthand how hard it is to adjust to life in a new country.
Coming here, I barely knew any English. When somebody said hi, I used to be like, hey, and just walk away. And now when somebody says hi, I go full-on conversation with them.
Rashika's family moved to the U.S. about 7 years ago. A high school freshman now, Rashika says she wouldn't be nearly as far along in high school without the help she received from Our Bridge for Kids.
If I hadn't come to Bridge, I feel like I would have been speaking English, but not as fluent, not being able to interact with people, not being able to understand other people's cultures.
Sil Gonzo says it's rewarding to see how far some of the students she's tutored have come.
Very nice to see how well adjusted they are to their American culture and how well they speak English.
MECED is a nonprofit working to improve educational opportunities for children in Mecklenburg County. Recently, they launched a new initiative called Charlotte Next, which aims to meet high poverty needs and reduce dropout rates, especially among middle school students. As president of MECED, Ross Dana says another goal of Charlotte Next is bringing together all after-school programs under one umbrella.
We're providing a locator so parents can search by interest and by cost and by location so they can make good informed choices for their young people.
By connecting families to programs, he says everyone benefits in a huge way, especially immigrant families.
Having those environments where you can interact in a sometimes playful way, a fun way, in addition to an academic way, not only builds relationships, but it helps people who live here understand what it's like to come from another country.
Dana says keeping better track of the after-school programs available not only assists the students who need them most, but can also connect these programs with possible funding sources. While Our Bridge for Kids receives a steady stream of grant funding, Happy Bojo says that's not the case for the program she leads called Transformation Educational Services, or TESS.
After 7 years, doing it without any help, no money at all, from the state. Thank you.
Because she's operating on a shoestring budget, just simply arranging transportation to pick up kids in her program cuts down on student tutoring sessions. TESS tutors kids when there are additional volunteers to help with transportation. And when math tutor Chris Amatosi is available to carry some of the financial burden. While it's not easy, Happy and Chris apply for grants and stay encouraged when they see how far a student advances in school.
It's huge. And you can go to their school, all of them are A in math. Some are A+.
For 9th grader Issa Adam, the help he received has made him more confident at school.
When I first got here, I wasn't that great at math, and now I feel like I'm almost an expert. Right now, sadly, I'm rocking a 97. Well, it's way better now because here I can come do my work here and they can teach me more.
Issa's mother says she's proud of her son's progress.
He's more outgoing now. He had that, and he's helping other children that need help in that area.
While it's like a juggling act, waiting on students, picking them up, and taking them to tutoring sessions, Chris says it's worth it.
In my vision, their future is 100% the level of their education. If we miss, they miss.
That's why Charlotte Next hopes that by connecting with after-school groups like TESS, Our Bridge for Kids, and others, it will make it easier for parents to find programs that can help their children who might otherwise fall behind and miss chances to expand their horizons. For Carolina Impact, I'm Tanisha Johnson reporting.
Thanks so much, Tanisha. Charlotte Next is working on a website that will give parents access to an after-school program locator with information about each site. They're also hoping to open up a mini grant program for after-school care providers by September.